This is John Z, and you're watching Hip Hop Vancouver. And today I'm joined by Northwest Division members Junk and Hungry. What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
Not bad, John. Not bad.
Okay, great. So to start it off, let's get to know the history of you guys a little bit. How did you guys initially meet each other, and how did the chemistry form?
10 years ago? Longer?
It was 8.
8 years ago?
8 years ago.
Yeah, and we had to battle each other. I guess Cole Catch actually set it up. He knew both of us before we knew each other and convinced us to battle, and we didn't know each other before that. And then, we battled in the park on Main Street, and it was pretty heated. We didn't really like each other very much, but it was a decent battle. And
First one.
yeah, and we battled like 3 times, I think.
That was the first King of the Dot.
Yeah, ever in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, I don't know how or why we just started. Why did we decide to start making music? Do you remember?
I still don't know why we started making music together, but it's dope and I like it, so I'm happy with it. But I don't know why. I think we just started hanging out because I was living with Cole, and you were just around some, and like you weren't making music with Animal Crackers anymore, and I wasn't really making music with any groups at all, and
So was there something in each other's style when you guys were battling where you're like, okay, I kind of want to see if we can form a relationship
I
here
think
and start
just
making
like
music?
I think it was just like the passion of writing and having good punchlines and good lyrics and just like good old school like lyricist type of hip hop kind of joined our forces and just said fuck it. With Cole too, he was in the group too, right, originally.
Mm-hmm.
And we just said fuck it, man, let's make a little project. We were originally going to call it when rap was cool, because like we just wanted to write, because we're like, fuck man, we're not making music, let's just write some fucking songs because it's cool to do and whatever. And then I think Sean came up with the name Northwest Division after we did a few joints and just stuck. And
It's actually Stroker to Luke.
yeah, okay, shout out to Stroker DeLuca. What's up?
What does this album mean to you guys personally right now? Like, where is this placing you guys?
Well, I think I speak as for both of us, and maybe for like Northwest Division. Really, we started out as a group, but to me, Northwest Division now is way more than that. There's lots of everyone. There's tons of people in Northwest Division that aren't rappers, in my opinion. Just the crew, everyone that's down. We're just having a good time. It's just a big family, a lot of friendships, close bonds, and so this album is just kind of like the personification of, obviously more so mine and Sean's lives together as rappers, artists, as fathers and sons, and just, people working. But also everybody's presence in our life, from every angle of life, basically all wrapped into one. And basically that's why it's called Orange and Black, because when we started out, we took the logo from the old hockey logo, maintaining our sports roots, and we turned it into our own thing, which it doesn't exist anymore. So we just kind of like orange and black was the colors we identified with from the very beginning of the group, which was the first album cover was all orange and black. So yeah, those colors are kind of like an analogy of like, that's the crew, that's the colors, and that's like our identity basically. So it's just like saying, it's maybe a metaphor for saying us. Orange and black really is where we're at right now, what we've been through, and where we're gonna go. That's pretty much, I think, what this album is all about for Sean and I.
Dope. And sonically, what can people expect from it?
In my personal opinion, I think there's a lot of really good production on there. I think it's a lot of different kind of beats.
Yeah, I was hearing. I've given it a run through, and the beats are amazing.
Yeah, it changes a lot. I think the beats. It's like you got like up tempo, like hype club beats. You got like old school throwback '90s beats, 1 or 2 anyway, and then some like really chill ones. And I'm a big fan of N. Shout out to N. Shout out to Chin. Shout out to Stroker. It's cool to work with Chin on something for once. I'd like to do more stuff with him.
Vancouver OG.
Yeah, absolutely. Very talented human. But yeah, all the production is made by really talented producers, so we're grateful to be able to work with them.
And feature-wise, like you got some pretty standout features on this as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Features, I think it's probably our most prolific work when it comes to features. I mean, Rittz, Strange Music, that was a dream. Like, I'm not just saying that because he's on the track. I'm not actually.
Well, he's one of the most talented rappers out.
Yeah. Oh, and
Absolutely.
he's never heard a bad song from him ever. Maybe a song that I wasn't feeling as much, but his part is the only legitimate part of the song or whatever. But we were listening to Rittz 5-6 years ago, and we're like, fuck, just loving it, partying all late nights, listening to White Jesus, like, oh man, crazy. And then a few years later, we're actually doing a song with Rittz. I was just blown away. To me, he's one of my favorite rappers, period, ever in the game, top 3.
Yeah,
for sure.
How did that talk about that a little bit? How that collaboration like happened out of the 3 of you? Because your guys' flows like complement each other throughout the whole track, and obviously
Definitely.
the flows are very similar and in a very complementary way.
Definitely. Nowadays, it's a more go-to style for rappers that really want to say a lot. Is that crazy double time, packing a lot of material into a song or a verse or whatever. So, and I'm not gonna deny the fact straight up. Rittz is a huge inspiration for me, and I look up to a guy like that. I mean, he's crazy. He's telling his life story with the most intricate patterns and styles, and just switching it up and murdering every beat. So how could you not be inspired by that? So, me and Hungry obviously take a page out of his book and just try to make it our own, and whatever's. So doing a song with him was huge, but how it all came to fruition was basically we did a show with Rittz. We opened up for him at venue. The Archivist, shout out Archivist, he did the interview for Rittz, and basically we knew this, and I was like, yo, Archivist, fucking tell Rittz we want to hit up his manager or whatever. How can we want to do a song with him? How can we go about this? And he just linked us with the manager's email, and we kind of just went back and forth, sent some music. He said he liked our shit a lot. His manager said he liked our set, and he just said, send me a song with your verses ready and everything. Make sure it's all mixed and mastered and nice. We sent it to him, and 2 weeks later he recorded it, I think, in Atlanta or somewhere, maybe in his home in Gwinnett or whatever.
Dope. And then there's some other features as well, right? Like
yeah, Tanya, shout out to her. She's beautiful and extremely talented.
one of my favorite singers in Vancouver.
We love
Absolutely.
Tanya.
Canada, maybe.
Yeah, definitely amazing to work with her on something. Finally, we've been trying to for a while, but it was just a matter of finding the right kind of beat, the right kind of concept for a song, and yeah, we vibed out on that one. Also, we got Jay Dennis, which is fun to work with him. He's a good dude. Came out for our album release party. That
song's called Hot, and
yeah,
I heard it in the club. I heard it in the club, man. That thing bangs. It rumbles.
Thank you. Yeah,
I love it.
It's a fun one to do live, that's for sure. And also Snack we got on there, which we also been wanting to work with him for a minute, and
for sure.
We've known each other for a long time. Shout out to him. He's a homie. And who else we got? Shoddy Horror. Shoddy Horror was in town for a KOTD battle, I think, with Sparka. And Sparka was playing our old record, actually, just at his house, and he was staying with the Sparka. And Shoddy was like, apparently, yo, what's this shit? This shit's dope. Like, fucking blah, blah, blah. And he told us that Shoddy was feeling our shit, and we're like, yo, can we get a verse? Like, what's good? And he was down and did it like a couple days later while he was in town. Yeah, we threw it on the remix of 0 to 60. And yeah, super dope verse. He killed it.
Orange and Black. Make sure you go check that out. And tell me about the Strictly Cypher Freestyle Sessions that you facilitate.
Strictly Cypher, yeah. I started that about 2 years ago. Shout out to Cartems, Rags, that's my boy. It's a donut shop, 534 West Pender. Every Thursday we're there. Basically, Emotions used to throw a workshop like 5-6 years ago where it was, it was kind of trivia and just like talking about rap and having a little freestyle cypher. And I used to go every Thursday, and I was just there for the cypher. I was like, damn, I just want to rap. And so I kind of took that idea and just made it my own, and just made it and called it Strictly Cypher, and it was just based on just rapping now. So we've been doing that for 2 years, and
it's been 2 years already.
It's been 2 years. I teamed up with Emotions. Now we're doing it together. But it's I find things like that in Vancouver is what was lacking. So I get more commentary on how great it makes people feel on that as opposed to like anything else I do, really. It's like a little church, you bring 30-40 kids come out every Thursday now, and that's their thing. They come out, they share their vision, their art, their passions. They meet a few new people, make some new friends. Now they're starting to go to record. I'm talking about rappers that have just started rapping 2 years ago. They're learning how to rap. And what we do is we create an environment where it's literally no rules except for no battling. And the reason being is as soon as you get into a battle, you get served by some kid, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to go next
Kills
week.
your confidence.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just literally, it's to build. It's community building and lyrical building, bar for bar. And kids are getting better, and they really appreciate that they have a platform where they can go every single week and just practice and get better and get encouragement, as opposed to, which is dope too. No, I'm not detracting from battles, but you get served and you're like, fuck this, man, I'm done. You know what I mean? But this way it kind of just pushes you to go along. So yeah, it's a really special thing, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I see how much happiness it brings to people that especially that need it. And there's some people that really do need it, and yeah, I'm happy to give
Shouts
that
out
to
to
them.
you.
Yeah.
Our celebrity boxing match. We were kind of off camera talking about celebrity boxing matches. I think you guys had some pretty good picks. Hit me. Who would you go pay to go see in a celebrity boxing match?
Cat Williams versus DMX on a crack
that's a
binge
good
fight.
Yeah.
See that? Those guys are on some
What'd you
shit.
call it? What'd you call it? A crack what?
Crack binge fight? I don't know. I
Crack
don't
binge
know.
fight.
I don't
Right.
know what kind of shit
Winner
those
gets-
dudes are doing.
Winner gets a Charlie Sheen head-sized rock to smoke.
Damn.
Lamb basted in tiger's blood.
That's right.
And your very first album, Rap Better Party Harder. You guys,
That was the second album.
the second album. My bad. Are you guys still feeling like you're living up to that title?
Okay. Sean, he's a fucking respectable human and a father and a great father. But touching on the Rap Better Party Harder, I fucking love to party hard, really hard with all my homies. This guy still fucking parties, but not like I do, because this guy's more sensible a man. Sometimes the demons come out, you know what I mean? Everyone's got to let the inner demon come out. Rap Better Party Harder, it's a state of mind. We get it. When we're there, we'll get it so fucking hard. And when we're not there, we're good and we take care of our business, and that's why we're here talking to you beautiful people.
It's like an exorcism.
That's right. Exorcise the demons.
For me too, I don't know. It's like my work is a party. Every night at work, I'm at a party. You know what I mean? Like every single night. So
So it's not in the past whatsoever.
no, it's
You're around it more than ever.
yeah,
He's a walking
basically.
party.
But I mean, when I can have a few minutes to not be in a party, and when I get home from work, it's like the last thing I really want to do is go party. Sometimes.
You jinxed yourself with the name Rap Better Party
I know.
Harder.
Fuck.
Like now everybody's gonna want to test you on that.
But they don't want to test us. Trust me.
No, you don't want to
Trust
test,
me,
man. 'Cause
Don't.
you'll fail that test miserably. F- all around.
We're just having a good time, man. And I think that that's the most important thing. That's why we do this shit, because we love it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for hanging out today, fellas.
Thank you.
Junk, Hungry, Northwest Division,
Peace
Hip Hop
out.
Vancouver. Peace.